Welcome back. It's game number 3 in this best of 3. SFTe up against Team Kinguin for the ESL One Hamburg 2017 first major of the season EU Qualifier semi-finals. The winner of this one game gets through to the best of 5 grand finals and are vying for that qualification spot in the wonderful major. Draft kicked off. SFTe against Kinguin. Things looking pretty nice, but we've got a Lich and a Venno on our hands, Trent. A Lich and a Venno.
I'm just trying to send you some hockey highlights. What do we got? I'm gonna watch some Dota. What's going on here?
I can't watch them all.
I'm just trying to represent the beautiful lad that Brad Marchand is. Brad Marchand. He's a good player. Nova Scotian. Everyone hates him. It's great. He was at the urinal once next to my brother-in-law at a bar in Halifax.
And, is that your name drop? Is that your name drop for the year done?
Yeah. And he was wearing a Leaf shirt or something, and Brad Marchand made some comment at him, but he was so drunk that he could like barely understand what he was saying. And then he just laughed at my brother-in-law and walked out or something. Like he just like chirped the Leafs to the left. Like
that sounds like me at the when was it, the Frankfurt Major after party. I went for a piss. Went to the bathroom. Pretty
to the loo,
to the bog, to the pisser, to the whatever you want. I went to wee. Go in there, choose one of the urinals. Choose the one next to the wall. Separate. There's 4 of them. One guy's there. The other guy goes away. I'm still, going away. S4 comes in. He starts peeing next to me, and I'm looking straight forward. He just turns to me. He turns over to me, smiles, and says, "Hey, Durka," and then he turns back, looks to the wall again, and I'm just like, "Hi." Hi. He was like fully wasted. He has like no idea what was going on. Doesn't remember it at all. I barely remember it. That night was a little bit crazy. But anyway, enough about that major. We've got a major qualifier going on here. Bans and picks. Monkey King is gone. Monkey King has gone. Oh. Team Kinguin remove it from the hands of SFTe as Night Stalker, Nyx. Okay, the 2 4 rolls. Then we get the Nature's Prophet and Exotic Deer's Lone Druid. Fair enough.
So are we banning Chaos Knight here then? Is that what I'm hearing? Again, the same thing? Because this all looks the same. Except the Brood ban actually came out this time.
Yeah, the Brood ban did come. I mean, are you scared of a hero that's good against bats? The Weaver again? The
Weaver.
PL? No, apparently not. It is just the Chaos Knight.
I think Chaos Knight's pretty good against bat.
Yes.
Like, he blows people up. He's pretty tanky to try and kill during a lasso.
And especially in the mid game, Reality Rift can break lasso sometimes as well if you're able to get it from a long enough range away. But that's just a little nuanced play that you can make. SFTe move into the second pick phase now. Lich Venno, so they've got that flexible pick for the 1, 2, or 3. Then I've got their hard 5. What's their 4 roll going to be, my dude? What are they picking for STST? Because 2 of his most popular heroes are gone.
Tusk.
Oh, yeah.
Double Frost buddies. Okay. It's pretty rough to try and play Tusk up against Batrider sometimes, though. On the one hand, you have like the lasso save. On the other hand, you have he can just fly over the ice shards. So I don't even know if they play Tusk. I just like that hero. I'm just kind of feeling a Tusk right about now. But it's going to be the Sand King. That'll probably end up being our 4. And we still, again, have this flexibility of the Venomancer to either be the Neequa off lane or any other lane, to be honest. Probably the best metaphor left there in the Sand King. The Clockwork will be the other one that still remains here for Kinguin. Partners up okay with the Batrider, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Rubik is pretty good now, though, I think, for Kinguin still. Haven't seen too many teams picking him, but...
Could they go for Tusk themselves? It is something that Katsuo plays.
Yeah?
I mean, what else is
Or he'll just play Clock again.
Oh yeah, that's true. He could just go for
more likely.
Clockwork. Pretty good up against these lads as well. Catch and kill the Lich. Make sure that he's forced to...
Oh, Shaker's still in.
Forget that hero. He's dead now.
Drow Ranger.
Ooh.
Early days.
That's interesting. So were they worried about SFTe taking it? That's what that says to me, right? And they instantly grabbed the fan because they banned the Broodmother as well for SFTe.
Yep.
And maybe they were thinking, okay, hold on. They really don't want to, let that happen, and then instantly into the Phantom Lancer. So very similar to the Drow or the Brood in terms of like hopping right on top, and then now we'll get ourselves a puck for the mid.
Kinguin are going in with his Drow Ranger
Do you think
strat.
it's a 4-bat?
No. 3-bat mid.
Dude, that would be hype.
I'm not sure about 4-bat with
Dude,
an
with the
AA,
Drow
though.
aura, though? You don't think? You don't think you can
Roaming
4-bat? Gary B? Final game, elimination, ESL One Hamburg,
I'll be
roaming
fine.
bat gamers?
If it was game 2, I'd be fine with it, but I'm scared, Trent. You know me. I'm very conservative with my picks and my bans.
Okay, fine. So we need to push. We need to get going. We're drowning. Dude, just you wait. Just you wait. They're not going to ban the Pugna, and then they're going to pick the Pugna, 4-bat, off-lane puck, safe lane drow. Then what? Then what, Gary B?
I mean,
your life is ended.
It's kind of unfortunate that we don't have their games from the RG Masters, do we? Or on Dota Buff, because that was before they were Team Kinguin. Because this is what they did in like their last game of the semi-finals, right? They had that 19-minute game. Oh no, it was the group stage.
God.
It was the group stage tiebreaker.
Gross. Yeah.
They did a similar thing where they just like went all in on the Drow Ranger strat and they won in like 19.5 minutes up against whoever it was.
It's filthy. They did ban the Shaker, though. We said that was the default for. Now it's the Clockwork that it falls to. It's 4.
Rubik, you were right the first time.
Okay, well, first time, yeah, I suppose. But not roaming bat. Disappointed.
Unfortunate.
I think it got worse as a Rubik game, though, with the PL. I guess Clock's just useless, though, actually, so fair enough. PL will just jump outside of the cogs. Steal Burrow Strike. It's kind of a bad Rubik game, honestly. What do I even want to steal here if I'm playing Rubik? Like, Chain Frost, of course, but that's a pretty tough one.
Burrow Strike, Phantom Lance.
Burrow Strike's the dream. Like, it's like the one good skill.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Plague
and then
wards.
everything else, like, wards are like, they're okay. But they're not Rubik winning or anything.
I don't know, with a Drow strat, like, okay, the Drow Aura doesn't get applied to the wards, blah, 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 blah. But with a Drow strat, having the Veno Plague Wards there to kind of, stall, you can send the Rubik to go back and defend towers while you're looking to take towers of your own, so you don't have that trading mechanism for SFT. But that's obviously, much later in the game that we'll be looking at that happening potentially, but it's there.
I think of a Bloodseeker.
For SFT, I mean, is this a Thompson PL mid?
I think so.
That's what I'm wondering, because I believe Illidan plays this more often than not. It's
well, I would be thinking that the Bloodseeker would go mid against the puck.
Thompson Invoker.
Thompson Invoker.
Okay. Now, I wonder what kind of build he goes for, because I know he has tinkered and toyed with the Quas Wex recently, and has gone back to it. Doesn't like the Hand of Midas. I believe still goes for the, like, Phase Boots Earn Orchid kind of build, or Phase Boots Earn Aghanims, that kind of Quas Wex build up against the Drow strat. Honestly, could be good, because you come online a lot faster than the Exort. You don't have to waste your time farming jungle to buy your Aghanims, your boosted travel after the Midas. And then you've got this Tornado EMP to stall and halt the pushes coming in. Going to potentially give them enough time to get the PL up and running. But Kinguin, they've put themselves on the clock again. A little bit of a timer. 5 ranged heroes. One of them being the Drow, of course. They have to win their lanes really hard.
I think I heard he played it the other day, too, against Secret, maybe?
Oh, okay.
It might have been the Thompson Invoker. I'm not sure if it was recorded, though. At least I don't see it put anywhere. But I think I heard people saying, like, Thompson Invoker, Quas Wex. They were a little surprised because they hadn't seen it before. Looks like last game he went for the Urn, Drums, Force Staff, Midas. So, not Midas, sorry. Maelstrom. Standard kind of Quas Wexy stuff. That Urn so early is so sick with Cold Snap, of course.
He went Maelstrom.
Eventually, like 23 minutes, game was pretty much over. He just grabbed a Maelstrom.
So, okay. That's fair enough. I was wondering why Maelstrom and not Ags or something along those lines.
Yeah, no, it was just a quick GG.
Okie dokie. Kinguin, Drow strat, early wards imperative. So you know when the rotations are coming and when you can play it aggressively in his lanes. Elisash will move himself towards a lane ward at the bottom spot, but Peksu, that swift maneuver in. Observer ward down, sentry D-wards, immediately removed. Elisash, he was going for this one. He wanted to try and D-ward up here, but he gets the freebie.
Dude, Nick was so done. He just bought Iron Town. You guys gonna keep picking me this stupid hero, make me play it off lane, I'm done. I'm just starting Iron Town. I'm tired of this shit. So stupid. This is this happens like every game. I feel like the Venomancer has this terrible time. He goes to the lane for the first like 2 waves, then he can't do anything, and then he's forced back into jungling, trying to build up into a Iron Talent because his laning items were so garbage. So he's done. You know what? This is a draft strat this time. I know I'm not getting anything. There's no way. Just give me the jungle. Like Lich, you go have the lane, dude. Go get some experience, man. PL's gonna be fine. Let's just do that.
Go forth and don't feed Pexu.
Yeah.
Believe in you. Nisha mid puck. Batrider is looking and angling towards this little drag across the wave, just to pull it back towards the tower with the Firefly. Has made a nice little carving through the jungle to the north of that tier 1 Dire tower top. Nice lane observer ward is nice from STST.
He might as well be bottom, honestly.
Yeah. PL probably does need a little bit of help. Lance comes through and a burst strike as well. Batrider low on the HP. The click's coming out. Patos, 1 hit from death. It's a Lance. That's the final touch from Illidan that gets them the first blood. So they stop the pull across. They kill the bat. The wave now meets, that's barely inside the tower range. If that had met, 20 range further to the west, it would have been perfect for Illidan and awful for the Batrider. But at least now the lane will push just a smidgen back in towards the Radiant tier 1. Mid Invoker against the puck with Drow Aura. This is not the dream, by the way. This is probably one of the least favorable matchups, at least until level 3 or 4, or when when the phase boots come out from Invoker. Really, honestly, you need those phase boots to contest at all. But Thompson still gets a few last hits in here and there. It will just be Nisha bullying and farming away this mid lane, unless there's some kind of contest. Nikwa, Katsuo, a little bit of a scrap in the jungle. Pexu comes in, but they've got no stuns.
He denied the ward though. Uh-oh, Pexu.
Oh, the Gale, the deny. Nicely played. Nothing lost, nothing gained really. Elisash dying to wolves, trying to kill off these plague wards. Nikwa, no Gale of course remaining, and they have fully shut down this Veno jungle.
Black's had his way. These wolves would be like level 20 right now. 2 heroes killed. They'd be dropping items, man. Hero creeps.
They would be huge.
You guys wait until we develop the full Slacks game mode of Dota.
Lift into
Invoker,
orb.
feeling the pressure.
Nice
That's your one. That's the one. You get one every game as Invoker. One gank that doesn't work because of the Ghost Walk, and next time though, they always come back with that detection.
They will return with dust and or sentries. This Sand King knows that the orb was used by Nisha to try and farm. Phase shift used early there, but the Burrow Strike won't come from ST as they're lifting Invoker in behind the tier 1. The Cold Hands find a kill. Thompson drops. Exotic is just laughing to himself on his bottom lane. He's got an absolute free reign to farm away. Nikwa tries to join in. Clarity's going. There's a Gale in onto the Ancient Apparition. He's just going to stand his ground. Another Burrow Strike will secure this. Thompson, hopefully they'll give him the kill, but they won't. Rubik walks high ground. Cold Snap comes down. He has a telekinesis and a lift, but I don't know if he's got the dream. He's now dropping to the Invoker.
You were right though, that time. They did hang around. Make sure Thompson will get it.
Need to give him gold. They desperately need to give this Invoker as much gold as they can. Like without Sunstrike, you don't have that comeback mechanism through kills. You're not going to go for a Midas, so this early game laning stage needs to go relatively well for you. Quaswax, I've not played in a while. I do love playing Invoker. Probably, I think he's my most played by now. But Quaswax you just don't see very often because it is very snowbally, very tempo based. You need to be really on the mark with your rotations. Invoker with Quaswax becomes a rotation hero. He's a ganking hero looking for kills.
He's like a Clinks in a lot of ways. But my problem, I would say, with this draft is that, at least in my experience watching a lot of Quaswax Invokers, he tends to rely on like a secondary hero in some way quite a bit. Like you're setting up for someone else. Like once you have the Orchid, yeah, you can get a bunch of solo kills and stuff, and it's really cool. But your team fight is also pretty crazy. However, his mid-game team fight's gonna be pretty weak. He has a Veno and a Sand King that's probably gonna be poor. So I'm not sure how effective he'll be outside of like Orchid pickoffs. And if a draft strat just starts 5-manning, then Orchid pickoffs aren't gonna work out too well. And you're just going to have these big tornado EMPs to try and stall the pushes. I just don't know who can actually capitalize on the stalls other than PL farming somewhere else, maybe. Oh, no. Did you overlay?
No, I noticed. Don't worry. It's like 30 seconds
okay.
or something that it's on for.
Oh, phew.
Don't
Good.
worry.
I just saw the one random
Same,
chat.
Same.
Nice one.
I noticed it as
Good
well.
save. Good save. Don't worry. I noticed. Drunk on the keyboard at work again, Gary. I can't believe we don't have another series after this. Should we tell the people? We didn't tell the people.
Did we not tell the people?
Did we tell the people? I don't think we did. I think we forgot because it was so long in between the games.
I think we did forget. Yeah, you're right. So yeah,
Well, guys, I have some news for you.
The middle feed against Secret Series moved to tomorrow, 2 p.m. CEST.
The messenger, please.
It will not be played after this series, unfortunately. They had to swap it up because of, you know, all of these qualifiers happening. Understandable that there's clashes, and the teams, they get a bit tired after a while. Got to get
They knocked robots in. Open AI 2018.
They are real humans, apparently.
You know, bots might have a better chance at qualifying because they could play them all. Genius. Except they'd all come mid, from what I've seen. 5 Shadow Fiends mid. What happens when they can't pick Shadow Fiend? Do they just skill the same things on a different hero? That would be interesting.
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Nice. I don't know, Trent. You're gonna have to ask Elon Musk, aren't you?
Asking the real deep questions.
Get the big answers.
Yeah.
How are we looking for Drow Aura? 28 additional damage. And onto these ranged heroes now, but it's quietened down a little bit. Elisash with Katsor not rotating as frequently as they were previously. Nikwa now up to level 5, farming the Ancients as well as the jungle camps. Nice there, he clears it before they respawn, so he'll keep the gold flowing on forward. But bottom lane, they've frozen this lane a fair amount, but now the catapult comes in, they will shove it. Double range creep catapult, they'll pop that aura, and they'll likely just take this tier 1 without much of an answer here from SFT. Plague Wards go down. They'll kill that off really simply. Couple of punches from the Drow. I don't know about this ice armor. Is that going to stop them? Slow them down, but with a lift into a zap, that is so much damage. Nikwa stands his ground. The TP from Illidan looking for a bit of a go here. Catstore dropping to the tower, and exotic did the Drow Ranger. Illidan's rotation. Perfect. Lose the Veno. They're looking for a bit more. Elisash TP's away, and there's no stuns, so the PL gives up.
Okay, good rotation. Killing the Drow's huge. Out of all those heroes, typically you maybe make that big play and you show up and you only end up killing a support, but Drow goes down, puts her a little bit further behind. PL's pure, his only source of damage right now is the Spirit Link, right? Just keeps on zapping people. And you saw what happened when the AA started TPing out, he didn't even do damage to him. Like nothing. He but tickles to anyone when he's not actually throwing out the lances, but against someone like Drow, it's alright, 860 HP. You can chunk her down pretty fast. They know Invoker's still there as they throw out the orb.
And the scan.
But, dude, there's not even a Drow here. And they're gonna get this.
Easy peasy. Yeah, they even scanned in behind the tier 1.
Yeah.
Trying to catch out someone. Nikwa farming in his own jungle, the safe jungle now, as he makes the rotation up. Looks like it's gonna be Blink Hood on the cards for him. It's gonna be really nice as well. Now, we were looking at that kind of combo with the Invoker, right? The secondary or tertiary heroes to get in with the Tornado EMP. So now you're looking for the EMP, Tornado, send them into the air, PL doppelgangers forward, then like Blink Gale or Blink Nova, and they can actually continue a fight.
I think like the way I picture it is the Blink Nova happens, and they all start getting low, and think about the cleanup crew and like the mobility between Illidan and Invoker's gonna be great. He's gonna try and use the juke plays. It's working so far. PL tricking here. Illidan. Nisha now out of mana, and he won't be able to kill him. Very well played with the illusion.
Was it a doppelganger illusion that was dream coiled?
Yep, it was the 100% damage taking. I feel like a lot of people don't realize like PL is a specific case, because when you doppelganger, one of the illusions comes out and it takes normal damage, right? So you can't tell if it's the real PL or not, and that's why those plays work. I feel like some people flame the players way too hard when they can't tell, but in that case, you literally don't know. It's one or the other. You have to commit damage onto him, and sometimes it is him, and other times it's not.
Yep. Let's roll the dice. Has he juked us, or has he not? Illidan with a micro play saves his life.
Did you hear that
New PL Agnes is going to give him Doppelwalk.
Doppelwalk.
Yeah, bring it back. That was the rumor mill. You know that rumor that was going around in terms of the Aghanims now adding a skill to every hero?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so no more, like, every single Aghanims will add a skill.
Cool. I didn't hear about the PL one.
Well, that was the rumor I heard, is that it was Doppelwalk coming back.
What the
That
hell?
school was that skill was mega cool, and think about how much fun it would be to have both Doppelganger and Doppelwalk. How would you ever find out which ones are real?
I mean, you wouldn't, right?
It'd be so obnoxious.
I mean, for those of you that maybe don't remember, Doppelwalk was the one where you go invis and it creates an illusion at your location, and you can't tell. You know, if you don't have a sentry down, it just looks like the PL is still there, but he has gone invis.
Walking.
ST dies elsewhere.
While we're
actually watching the Venomancer die behind the tower. That's 3 kills across 2 lanes, in fact. Illidan finds Elisash behind the tower. Puck found the Sand King in the back. But we watched the important one. Veno dies up at the top tier 1, the tier 1 falls. And that's what they were really looking for. Everything else is just icing on the cake. But Illidan, a little bit of a chip damage onto the tier 1 here as the TPs start coming out. Batrider closing in on Blink, 900 gold away from it. Went for the Tranquil Soul Ring, which we are starting to see a little more commonly here on Bats. Obviously going to be pretty nice just to be able to flash farm, keep the regen going against the Phantom Lancer spam. Now EMP out onto Nisha with a cold snap. Very irritating as Nisha didn't get the phase shift off in time. Thompson cancels it with the cold snap perfectly on his head.
Soul Ring's also a little bit like a heads-up play, I feel, up against the EMP too. Like less overall mana from drums, can keep yourself sustained, and then you're not going to take as much damage from the EMP. Plus then, of course, once you run out of mana, you still have something to use.
Oh, with a lasso and a Drow Ranger, the Illidan PL doesn't survive. Good EMP tornado combo from Thompson, followed with a cold snap onto the Batrider. Should be enough to bring down Patos here, but the Veil and the Coil onto Peksu, the orb forward, and Nisha into battle.
Nice double aura.
Really,
that orb was pretty sexy.
Really nice. And this is where they really start to lay into everything. This could be a tier 1 and a tier 2 potentially. The Mask of Madness Drow Ranger. Lots of damage, lots of attack speed. Pummels in, forces the glyph. And in the meantime, you've got Katsaw trying to farm top lane, keeping that wave pushed out. But he was spotted by the Observer Ward. Steals the Sandstorm. Not the Burrow Strike, but this will allow him to farm even faster. Money. ST does not want to allow this. Stop.
And of course, he's going to instantly use Sandstorm again. He's like, no, that's not going to work. You're not going to chase me down for Burrow Strike. Will not allow.
And Rubik's not around
there. Crushed. No. That would not be an okay thing.
Definitely not.
But we have the drums done for Thompson. Got his urn, he's got his drums. Who does he want to kill?
What are the
can't kill anyone yet.
What are the talents, I wonder, for Crosswex? Like 15 damage? Would you go the XP gang because you don't have... I guess you would.
Because you don't have Midas.
You don't have the Midas, and also you
you
don't
definitely
Exort,
would.
so you don't go the Forge Spirits.
That's probably the only thing that makes this thing still viable, honestly, in comparison, is that 30 XP talent.
Probably, yeah. Well, for now, he's just maxing Quas and Wex to get the most out of his spells. Oh, ST dodges away. Good engagement mid. The cold snap's there again. Phase shift on cooldown, but the jaunt to the orb buys some space for the blink from Nisha to get a little bit of distance here, but the Gale's still slowing him down, and Thompson walks forward, knowing that Nisha has very little to escape. The orb away. Katsaw looking potentially for a dust play here, but Thompson gives up. Falls back to farm up on the top lane. Well, that's Illidan. A little bit scrappy there. They do force the Drow Ranger lineup away from their tier 2 mid, but they just rotate up towards top and look for that tower instead. Kinguin really do have their finger on the pulse of this one. 6.6k net worth. As we take a look at this chart, 6k on the Drow. Sure, SFT aren't too far behind overall, just a 2k lead. Blink nearly on the Sand King as he rushes it. No Tranquils or Arcanes. But I do fear for this Venomancer. Brown Boots, Hood, Blink is a pipe dream for now. They run forwards. Oh, Illidan, I thought maybe he had the Phantom Rush onto an enemy hero, but he goes for the Mud Golems instead. Didn't have any vision. After these camps, the Blink should be here for the Sand King, though. Yeah, he gets the stack off as well, and a bounty. Yeah, perfect. A little bit of an Ice Blast there. Oh, Sand King, you've got to burst strike these creeps. Oh, that's really sad.
Almost. He dodged the, oh, yeah. That was a tornado from Puck. Nicely done, but... Oh, that was the Rubik tornado, wasn't it? Okay, I was getting confused for a second. I was like, wait a minute.
Invokers.
It looked like Sand King had a very nice dance.
Yeah.
So yeah, good dance around that Invoker tornado. Or Rubik Invoker tornado. Oh, whew. Alright, I'm trying to schedule the match for tomorrow. Fun casters, so I'm sorry. Apologies.
That's
trying to figure out some shenanigans.
Thompson.
That's an Invoker tornado, ladies and gentlemen. I can tell you that much. That's a Rubik tornado. I am on the ball.
The Earn Cold Snap doing a lot of three-man borrow strike. The blink arrives. ST now with the Chain Frost back bouncing into the Drow Ranger. 3 for nothing. Yeah, Exotic Tier. Gust onto a couple. They still want to turn and face though. The puck comes in with the Waning Rift and the Orb. They're going to get the Drow Ranger still with the Diffusal Blade from Illidan. They clear up another one. A double kill for Nisha, but he's out of mana. The Invis Rune. They have no reveal. They have nothing to see him. He's away. But that is still a disaster for the Drow lineup as they get cleared through a 1600 net worth swing as the Tornado EMP lands onto Nisha. Thompson, God. How did he know?
Genius.
He just felt it.
They threw down a scan too. And that Chain Frost did so much work during that fight, actually. It was able to break up exactly what the Radiant were trying to do. Oh, this time though, Thompson, will he be okay?
Ice Blast, not dodged. Ghost Walk. This might be fine. Yeah, he's going to be okay. He'll live through this. Now Nisha, out of mana, has a Blink Dagger though. Phantom Lancer, Illidan, hello. Patos, you're going to have to use your Firefly here. And he will. The actual Diffusal Rush, not even treads. So Illidan likely going to go for the Boots of Travel here, do you think?
I wonder if he buys Blink first. I feel like Blink could be really strong against Drow.
Play the AM build.
Basically, yeah. But if he just like jumps on this Drow and then doesn't have to use Doppelganger for it, what do? I guess they can silence him with the puck, but then they're all collapsing on top of Drow. The Chain Frost comes through, the Burrow Strike comes through. If he can force them to collapse in the backlines like that to try and like get on top and silence him and deal with him or lasso him or something, I feel like they have the heroes to capitalize with the Invoker and the Sand King.
Force them to collapse.
Yeah, maybe it'll be the boots first for sure. But Blink also would have been cool. What did he end up buying? Oh, he bought a Yasha.
Wait, did he? Okay. Full Yasha? Oh, nearly. Oh, okay. He's got the band in the nice little quick buy. Epicenter with a blink. Catches an illusion. The puck is out. And that is nothing doing. SFT. They thought they had someone there, but that was a really nice bait, actually. Pushing Nisha forward to the puck and then the Drow illusion just behind. It looks like you're setting up, for an actual push, but the lasso comes in onto Benno. There's the jump forward from the Sand King. A good tornado here from Thompson. And a cold snap and a bit of ice from the Lich bouncing in onto the Bat Rider as Illidan joins the fray. Kills off Bat. Thompson gets a mega kill streak. And Puck drawn out of this one. Elisash will be the sacrifice as Katsuo. I don't think you can do anything to save him. Another lance and another sprint forward. Rubik TPing away. No stuns. Cold Snap comes up now, but it's a little too late. Another good fight for SFT, it feels like, though. The aggression comes out from Kinguin, and they don't get any towers. They don't get any real objectives off that, while SFT, now they can sit back, they can farm. They've got all these lanes in decent positions to actually get some gold onto. All their nice little
Swinging
heroes.
up the Drow strats, man. It looks like they're on top of it. They're killing every tower. You look unstoppable. They do so much damage. Oh my god, what do we do? And then one weird fight near that room because of the Chain Frost, the chase up to the shrine, they don't have it available. Crazy. Pew!
Necroveno is struggling. 5k net worth.
Oh, he is struggling too.
He's ahead of the Bat Rider, though, hey?
Well, he's been rotating with everyone. He hasn't gotten to like play Bat Rider. Like he hasn't farmed up a lot of the jungle. I feel like he's starting to now, but I mean, like with Rubik's like killing jungle camps. Like, bro, I mean, I know you need a Blink Dagger, but come on. Nice pick.
Can they catch the puck? It doesn't look like it. Has a Yules and a Blink anyway. If that Burrow Strike had landed from ST, then sure enough, they get the kill, but Arcane Rune spotted and maybe stolen here. Thompson very speedy. Oh, he nabs it as well. Under the nose of Nisha. Now with a Cold Snap in, the Burrow Strike won't land, so the Blink should come out, but this tornado actually clips the puck.
Actually clipped him.
Nisha in trouble, but with another jaunt away. doesn't want to come and play with SFTe, it doesn't look like. Too many angry heroes over there. In the meantime, they do clear up the tier 2 just with the creep wave.
Yeah, and that gave Katsuo the money for his blink, and oh, okay. That's a Necronomicon for Thompson. I like this. Huh. I was not paying attention to his quick buy. Huh. That's interesting. A lot of AoE damage. Could potentially accidentally kill them with the Puck or the Bat Rider. That would be a little disastrous. That'd be a lot of damage. Alacrity, the warrior too.
Yeah. Blink coil actually onto 2. Forest strike in from Katsuo, and they find the Lich. This Benno in trouble as well. Silence. Can't use the ulti just yet, but finally gets it up. That's a big one. And this might be time for Thompson to clear on through. Exotic Deer, there's no stuns. He TP's away, and he survives. With Puck jaunting out, they've lost 3. They got the Lich. Cool, I guess. Really nice. But losing your Bat, your AA, and your Rubik, and potentially a little bit more here. Nisha getting eyed up by the Sand King from the high ground. A stun lands. Just a bit of a prod there. ST wants to show the Puck who's boss. Nisha, bit of damage in. Should be okay to jaunt away. Good attempt at a tornado there, but Nisha went north and didn't continue trajectory south. To battle this, though, it looks like they don't have a coil. Just nuke damage coming through. A sick ice blast. Oh, Illidan barely scrapes away. If he got hit by that, could have been the end of his life. SFTe just grouping here, making sure that they're not going to get picked off by anyone. The high mobility here of the Puck and the Bat could be their undoing, but they reset and head to Shrine.
Do you like the Necronomicon?
I do like it. You just run it straight at the Drow or the Puck, or I mean, you just run it at any hero, right? I don't think it matters too much who you run it into. Oh, the tornado eclipses them as they jump in. The Puck and the Bat Rider in trouble. It bounces back. The Patos Bat is going to drop. The EMP takes him down. And Puck, Nisha stunned. Oh, has Yules and Phase Shift, so Nisha should still be okay here. Waning Rift at the ready as well to silence and blink, but just goes for the straight up blink. Orb away. There we go. Nisha's out. Well played. But Thompson and crew, they are cruising now in this game.
Which one's the Drow strat? Jeez. They're running them over. 20 minutes into the game. I thought Invoker didn't do anything for the first 20 minutes. Welcome to Quas Wags Invoker, ladies and gentlemen. And he's level 15, so this is where it happens.
Well, they do take the tier 2 bot with the Drow Aura, and Drow buys a Maelstrom to deal with PL illusions. So level 15 now for the Invoker, 1 point in the Exort. And we'll start to see... I wonder now if you just skip talents. Like, once you reach like level 13 or 14, you don't really care anymore about the experience gain talent, because, like, unless you're super far behind, right? Because you're always going to be finding farm by split pushing, by fighting and killing. The points
really not worth it? 30% is so much, though. I mean, it's the reason Venom's even a hero.
Yeah. Invoker...
I'm so surprised that he didn't take it. Is the... I don't know.
Invoker just loves putting points into his orbs, dude. You know, it's that kind of narcissistic thing. He doesn't want outside help from a talent. He doesn't want that 30% XP gain to be ruining his game. Oh, just to make sure, the game you were organizing, is that the games tomorrow for ESL?
Yes.
So I believe the grand final is 5 PM local time, so that's 5 PM CEST. I don't know if that was moved, because KitKat just put a message in the chat. So that would be 11 AM.
So 1700 CEST.
1700 CEST, yeah.
And then the semis is still going to be at 1300. That makes sense. Play best of 3 in the 1 hour break if it went to 3 games.
I believe so. So 1300 and then 1700, yeah. I don't know if things are changing or what's happening, but I believe we're giving a bit of, you know, leeway here and there for the other qualifiers happening. Hexu, dead. Right, what happened there with the Puck, that's not a player error. That is like one of the biggest bugs in the game right now. Puck is like...
What happened? Right, Did he not jaunt or something?
Yeah, he waning rifted and didn't jaunt because of the freaking input lag. Yeah. Coil onto Thompson, the silence is coming through, and they've got a lasso as well. They do, but the Ice Blast will secure the kill. Now with the Drow Ranger lineup, full force running forward. Patos still has the drag back if he wants it, but the blink is on cooldown. Being ticked over by all these poisonous attacks. Illidan, hey up. He's still in the fight. He's killed off Katsuo in the back with some of his illusions. Those diffusal blade illusions doing a ton of damage, but now he's silenced. Manta style on cooldown for a long old time, and he's lassoed up. Nikwa comes in to try and save him, but the Doppelboard Ganger to the high ground sends the Chain Frost forward, bouncing backward to the Drow Ranger and then to the AA. Oh dear lord, what's happening? Pexu's cleared up. Nikwa turns back to fight the puck. Illidan also here. The high ground is held, so the Drow lineup return to their shrine and heal themselves.
Oh, Ice Blast is coming through. He's going for the snipe plays. But it'll just be a pass over. Unlikely to do enough damage anyway, of course.
But yeah, like puck is super popular, but there's still this kind of input lag where you press your jaunt and then you press Waning Rift and it doesn't jaunt, it just Waning Rifts and you're just like, shit, my combo's gone. What am I doing here?
Yeah.
You see it very often with pucks where players, they kind of have to adapt to playing puck, and you just have to like hammer the key, or you just have to wait for the Waning Rift until you have like visually 100% landed with a jaunt into the orb. Like, I used to love puck, my man. I used to love playing puck, but I just can't anymore. Like, it infuriates me. It actually makes me angry.
It happens so rarely though.
Yeah, it's just one of those
it's
things.
not that common.
No, it used to be,
yeah.
like, there was a period for...
It was worse.
Maybe like 2 or 3 weeks where...
It was even in the change log.
Yeah. It happened like every game, every spell. But that was like an overall thing. Like, you don't notice it on other heroes. Puck, it's just more, like, you only notice it because it is more noticeable, because you have this chain of spells that come very quickly in
How
succession.
can you play Invoker then if it doesn't happen on Invoker anymore?
It doesn't really happen in Invoker too much, because Invoker you have like delays between your spells, right? You know, you're shifting from one spell to another with Invoke, or you're waiting for the timing of Tornado to hit the meatball. So you have like, you know, half a second or a second where there's that delay. With puck, it's that instant. You know, you want to jaunt Waning Rift, you got that snappy, you know, 0.05 second kind of window, and that's where the input lag comes in.
Oh, we're not smoking on the Dire, never mind. We're just getting a sentry. Saw some grouping, but... Bot's Manta done for Illidan. So at this point, the game starts looking dim for the Radiant, right? I mean, Roche is up. That's definitely the big goal for them. Don't speak the devil. The Dire will Sunstrike him.
Thompson's been doing that for the past couple of minutes just to make sure.
Oh, STST though, picked up quickly with the Dream Coil.
Yep.
Did not manage to get a kill there onto Catsaur. Or, sorry, a skill onto Catsaur. In terms of a steal, but they should head right into the pit, one would imagine.
And that is what they will look to do. Illidan has a DD rune though, so might be a little bit scary.
These Necros.
Scouting Necros.
Who wants the money? Jeez, Rubik. Oh, he takes it. He just TP's home. Good lord. That's a lot of damage.
I thought for a second Puck had taken it and phase shifted the damage off, but no. It was Rubik. Jump forward from Illidan.
Took his entire HP pool. He knew what he was doing, though. Everyone else weakened it. He fade bolted it and TP'd home immediately.
Yeah.
Tanked the, it's 800, isn't it? That's insane. Yeah. 800 last will damage at level 3. And that's pure damage, if I'm not mistaken.
Is this still pure, or did they change it to magic?
They might have changed it to magic and upped the damage. I'll double check.
I can't quite remember. It used to be like 600 and pure, but it might still be pure. You might be right. There's so many little changes that my brain just can't handle them. Here's the smoke that you're looking for, but on the Radiant this time, they are going to skip around Roshan, Plague Lords, and all those little things going inside with the Necrobooks and the Sunstrikes, and now the Tornado, giving a bit of vision. The lasso onto the Sand King, though, is what they focus on. 4 heroes all around STST, killed off. The Puck was running Recon in the back, trying to be a nuisance as Illidan sprints forward, looking for a bit of a go, but the Gust sends it back to Matistar now. Illidan charges in, swings like a deer, the BKB, the lightning strikes from the Maelstrom. They are clearing these illusions, but not fast enough. Illidan just runs them down. The army of illusions, the doppelganger forward, exactly deer, he gusts, but it's not going to be enough. The Diffusal Blade charge stops him in his tracks, and Nikwa chasing in, looking for a bit more. The Plague Wards will give vision, aggressively being planted forward. Puck illusions, the blink forward with a Veil, Nisha. This is ballsy. Jaunts up to the high ground, but here's Pexu, pops the Linkers, the Diffusal Blade is here, the mana being drained, the phase shift buys a little bit of time. Respite for the Puck, the Yule Scepter available. Phase shift again, but the Diffusal Blade pops it down to the ground. Can you blink away from this? The Deafening Blast misses. Barely off the mark there. Nisha escapes by the skin of his teeth.
Yeah, he did try everything there in terms of the spells that would go over, but didn't quite get fortunate. if you want to put it that way, for the Dire. But and yeah, you're right. It was the because that's what they did. They upped it so it was the exact same amount of damage, but it went to magical instead of pure.
Yeah.
So good and bad in different ways, but Ice Blast just to try and clear through mid a bit here, and instead just ends up harassing Illidan. A gem for the Bat Rider.
Sand King has a lot of money.
Yeah, he does actually, doesn't he? Yules or Force Staff? Got the Yules queued. Silence Drow, Silence Puck.
Yeah.
I could agree with the Yules. Can he afford a Lotus Orb though? That's the real question. But when Rubik tries to steal Burrow Strike, he gets Spell Steal. That's how it works, right?
It's so dumb.
Imagine.
I mean, which hero was it? Was it Tidehunter?
Dude, there's a crazy bug right now that I saw some guy post
With Kunkka.
With Kunkka, do you see that?
Yeah.
What a hilarious bug!
And it swaps
And
your
it
X mark.
switches the space of your X and your boat. Like, what?
It is insane. Oh, Park. Nice silence. But the Venom still wants to chase this one. ST with a blink and a stun ready. Nisha's out. Illidan is in. Katzor picked off. Phantom Lancer becoming an absolute monster right now in this game. 16,000 net worth. And it's the Dire team that are the first into Roshan. Alacrity on Illidan. This is huge for them if the Drow Ranger lineup can't contest this, which it looks like they're going to struggle to with Plague Lord scouting. Ice Blast is there. Okay. SFT, they retreat for now. They're very afraid. Very, very afraid of that Bat Rider and Puck double initiation with a Blink Dagger. I thought maybe that they'd have it.
What if you could give items to Rogue? What do you think?
Like what?
Like, what if you dragged a Deso into his backpack? So, because the enemy team, you know they need Roche to win, so you put a Deso on Roche.
Or you give him raindrops.
You give him an Orb of Venom. He's mega annoying. You give him an Octarine Core and he just never stops slamming.
Oh dear.
Serious strat. I think that's the next level, Ice Frog. What? Then, so finally, someone 3 years later finally accidentally gives him an Egg and Scepter. And Roshan becomes a huge beast, but it's Pathos being feasted upon. He's dead. Blink there from Nicholas.
Oh, nice Yules.
Wrecking kids.
There we go. Sand King Yules paying off already. Cancels the TP of the AA.
Oh, they think...
Can I get the puck here? Nisha to the high ground, spotted by the Plague Lord. Nikra is going to chase this one. Pexu cuts him off at the pass. Nisha stuck around over to the east. Doppelganger up to the high ground. Illidan, you know, this is difficult to catch Nisha. Very slippery devil. Good phase and jaunt away, and they give up. They realize it's not worth their troubles anymore.
I'll take that.
It sticks around and farms the wave.
That's fine. Holds onto the gem, very importantly. What did we steal there? Rubik gets Doppelganger. Cool, I guess.
Yeah, meh. Oh, Radiant. Your window. It may have slammed shut at this point.
That heart on the PL feels like quite the mountain to overcome.
Even with a Mjolnir on Drow Ranger. Do you even... Like, do you go Ags next on Drow? Feels like you need to go Butterfly or something, honestly. Because they don't have this Nature's Prophet or, like, secondary actual damage-dealing core, right, that we often see in Drow lineups. They have a Puck and a Bat Rider, 2 initiators. Okay, they do a lot of magic damage, but you don't have that right-click power. So Drow Ranger needs to be that physical damage dealer.
I mean, Puck's kind of got it, right? It has the plus 50 damage talent.
Yeah.
Can itemize for it in some ways.
Can they kill it? Yes, they can. Oh, they certainly can. Through the hearts with the Ice Blast, and Nikwa joins the battle. No ulti.
I mean, if they're all there.
He's got 12 stick charges. He can maybe poison over back onto them, and he does do so, but the fight isn't really going to kick off here. Just trying to...
Huge grab. They killed PL. They did it. Like, I mean, I didn't think it was going to be that possible when he's all alone with 5 heroes. It's not good.
I mean, one tornado would have likely saved him there, but Thompson was nowhere nearby. They come
and,
up
We thought the Dire were going to be the ones to get roached, but of course they never ended up finishing it. And now the Radiant are just instantly saying, okay, Shrine and go.
Let's get this one in the bag. Start with the damage in from the puck. Nice little regen rune here as the Sunstrike scouts this out. Rubik has the Plague Wards. Here we go, Katzel. Vision time.
Look at AA. Has no wards, only has one play. I will stand here. I will be your guardian team. It works out.
Little snipey Ice Blast. But that is just the Aegis on the Drow Ranger. Was that really the first Roshan of the game?
That was it.
34 minutes, that's like 10 minutes later than we usually see on average these Drow lineups go and get it. We're going to see the jump in onto Drow. Looking to take down the Aegis immediately. Exotic, he's going to lose it straight up. Now
that was just a burrow strike.
Yeah, in an awkward position. All alone.
The Invoker's grab though.
In the back, you're right, Thompson, Tornado's out, dropping low, has no BKB, so trapped inside his cold feet with no real escape mechanism, drops lower and lower, the Ghost Walk comes out, but they've got the reveal, the Gem of Nisha, but Pug, oh, the face shift with the Blink Dagger available, gets up to the high ground, Nisha goes for the TP, the stun, the Yules, actually they can cancel with the Chain Frost damage. Peksu comes in at the 11th hour, takes the 9 times kill streak of Puck, and they only lost their Invoker.
Okay. That fight was so one-sided, and think about what happened the past 3 minutes. They solo ganked PL and killed him. They got the Roshan with the Aegis. They got all that experience and gold from killing PL. And then they go into this fight with an Aegis, and they barely killed Invoker. He almost survived.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's not a good sign right now for this Radiant team.
And now you're going to get high grounded by the enemy team, potentially. They'll look to force buybacks here. Tier 2 dropping quickly. They have a catapult, fortunately for them. 35 minutes. Perfect timing for a one-team fight to go your way and shove down middle lane. Buyback from Bat. And that Ice Blast clipping onto the two of them does annoy them. But you're right, he just runs on in, diving the base. Elisash killed off. Has a buyback. The puck jumps with the Waning Rift and Sartre's Illidan. He's low now, but oh, can they kill him with a doppelganger? He's not even going to get it off. Stunned into oblivion. And they do kill him as he goes into the tier 4s. Again, alone. No one really there behind him to help.
Illidan? I don't know if that was necessary. I mean, he's thinking if I can get this one, I can chain into this one and this one. So, okay, fair enough. Get the Ancient Apparition buyback, though. I mean, that's got to be worth, right?
10 out of 10. Big buyback.
Look at this tower mid. Where's the deny? Go! Go, Peksu!
Nope. Go, AA!
Said Ancient Apparition. Don't let it get it.
Elisash says, thank you very much. Well, Illidan down for 44. Do you think he has to buy back here?
They have glyph, don't they? Oh, they don't have glyph. They have a lich though, which is better than a glyph. Probably not. I think with tornado spam, everything spam, he should be fine.
Big Blink Lasso. Onto the Veno. That's Gem gone. He popped his pipe, but he still gets obliterated. Gem now over onto Nisha, reclaimed, as it did originally belong to Pathos and was handed over to Nisha quite some time ago. Thompson through the tornado bottom lane, I think, just to try and clear out this creep wave. Tier 3, very healthy though, and yeah, Illidan's alive in 4 seconds, so this will be rebuffed, and the Radiant, they fall back towards the shrine. Oh, Illidan, not this kind of play again. Oh, very, very, very aggressive. They've got a stun? No, not quite. The blink already used by STST.
He was a little far away. Maybe there was a burrow Yule's play near the end, it kind of looked like, but couldn't quite find it in time.
I didn't even think about that. So smart, Trent.
Oh, wow.
Borrowed forward by the Yules and then cancel the TP.
I think he might have... No, I don't know why. I'm pretty sure he was in range, but it's hard to tell.
That for sure is. Thompson caught. Pops his Necro Books, kills an Observer Ward. He can go.
Like, well,
they can't kill him, actually. They legit cannot kill him, and now the chase is on. Pathos. He's dead. There is no escape. Illidan runs you down. And there's a regen rune for Thompson. Oh, that is...
He just bought back, didn't he?
On the Bat Rider.
Yeah, he's on 5 minutes cooldown.
So's the puck. So's the AA. Oh. With no Bat Rider and no
now
Glyph.
you have a PL with buyback and bots. Not good.
No
you have
Glyph.
an Invoker who has buyback and 50 gold.
They caught the
Yeah,
Rubik.
no Glyph.
Tornado starts things off. EMP is going to land onto a couple of them, so they have to pop the Shrine. With the tier 3 gone, they can fall back and take Shrines. They can wait for Illidan to regen up. They've got a couple of options here. With Forge Spirit out and Alacrity, comes out. Give that to Illidan. Get him onto the barracks. Let's do some damage, my dudes. Oh, Puck, Lincoln's pop. Jumps a little bit further back and dodges the stun. Now Capsule in. The Sand King. Illidan. The Doppelganger away. The Deafening Blast not going to do a lot here as Nikwa throws the ulti. Exotic Gear. The damage from the BKB keeps him alive as well. Hold this high ground. SFT. Now we'll go for the safe option. Everyone's pinging the shrines. Let's go back here, guys. There's no point threatening high ground just yet. We can wait this one out. Illidan is strong. And our enemies are weak.
Yeah, and we're only going to get stronger on our side. Hey, he went for the 30% XP gain. I don't know when he did it, but he did it.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. I must have missed that memo. It just feels so good. What if there was a 30%? When do percent gold gains come, guys?
Oh, no. That's like the
Yo, now we're in.
So he must have got that after the first point in Exort, right?
Yeah, I would guess. Because you would get 1 point, and then you would get... I don't know. Well, did he have a point before he maxed out Quas or Wex? I didn't know.
No, he maxed Quas, Wex, then he went 1 point Exort, and then I stopped looking at his build.
Yeah, and then he would have got the talent. That would make sense.
So then he went 125 health, then he went 30% XP gain, then he went back into Exort potentially.
Yeah.
I'll check the build later.
Yeah, I'm curious.
I feel like he probably went 2 or 3 points in Exort before going back to the talent. Because that's what you normally do. But I'll see.
As an Invoker player, what benefits are the earlier Exorts? Really, just so you can cast like Alacrity, for example, would be a pretty good one because the attack speed. Even if the damage is weak.
I mean, it's mainly the meatball damage that you're looking for, I think. Because you've got that extended range of the, the length of the meatball. You've got the tornado, putting people up in the sky. It's not used meatball just yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the value early points of Exort. Man.
Ice Wall, honestly. Ice Wall is pretty big. I feel like Ice Wall...
Oh, yeah, because the Exort does nothing, really. It does the damage per second, but that's not a big deal at all.
It's just the slow that you want.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like Ice Wall is Invoker's best spell. Oh, no, okay. Ice Wall used to be Invoker's best spell until that Tornado talent came.
Dude, the Tornado talent's actually the dumbest thing in the game. Whenever someone doesn't get it, I'm shocked. Like, it has to be such an amazing circumstance in my eyes for you to get the AoE one.
Yeah. You have to
the talent is just stupid. If they don't have a BKB, they can't fight.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, you have to get the Deafening Blast talent, you have to be against, like, 4 right-clicking, like, 3 right-clicking cores and a 4-roll hero
with
that right-clicks you as well with, like, illusions and stuff. Yeah, like...
And a Brood Mother. I don't even know, like...
It has to be an absolutely ridiculous set of scenarios that leads to it.
I like this Aghanims from the puck. Even though BKBs aren't an issue for the Dire, what they have been doing is they've been Dream Coiling and lassoing. And then they pull them out. So I think they're going to try and do that again onto the PL. And just increase that stun. Quite good. 4.5 seconds. It's a long time. The damage is pretty good. Plus Invoker, I'll have BKB eventually. In fact, he's going it right now. I thought maybe he'd go a Refresher, possibly, depending on how the game state was. And at this point, he isn't actually committed into BKB. He's still just kind of queuing it up, waiting till you buy back before he fully buys it.
That Radiant Scan, though. Catching Illidan. Oh, maybe not. Doppelganger, the ultis, the Bat Rider screwed up. Pathos gets to the low ground. Exotic Deer dealing with these illusions. They've killed off Capsule. Thompson falls back a touch. They've taken down Nikwa now, but Illidan, Ice Blast wears off. The heart can start ticking in. The Chain Frost thrown into them. Exotic Deer has no BKB remaining. He's getting absolutely demolished. Hammered by SFT. They come on through onto Nisha. There's the Ice Wall, but the jaunt away gives a little bit of time, bit of space. Another Doppelganger available. A regen rune down at the bottom spot. We'll be gonna go give it to Illidan. Okay. Lich would have been happy with it. You're full mana and you have a heart already, but cancel your TP as well, Illidan, as Roshan has respawned. 3 heroes dead from the Radiant team, but they're obviously eyeing up this lane of Rax, aren't they?
What happened with that scan? Didn't it scan and hit enemy units
Yep.
and they still initiated?
But I think they thought it was illusions.
Maybe. Yeah.
Because they scanned, and then there were like the 2 illusions from Illidan that moved forward, and they were the ones that showed, and then there were still like the smoked people behind it.
Yeah.
So I think they got baited by themselves. The scan was good, it was the conclusion they drew from the scan that was poor. There's the Blink Lasso. Well, the Blink Force Staff fought the Lincolns, the Lasso misses, the Dream Coil catches illusions. That's 3 or 4 spells now that do absolutely nothing. The BKB forced from Exotic Deer just to deal with the Phantom Lancer illusions as Thompson rains Hellfire from the sky. EMP in with the Meatball as well. Trying to push back the creep wave and anyone who tries to defend. Now the Necro units, the Force Staff, Lincoln's down, the Doppelganger's there, the Chain Frost in. Again,
he's not even
no
get the lasso
BKBs.
off.
This is disastrous. The Lasso's there, but Illidan's still alive on half HP. Runs away. The Ice Blast should trail off in a couple of seconds. Then the Heart comes, starts regenning to full, and this push will never stop. This push will never stop from SFT.
Jeez, the spread they've got going right now. Tefrani shouldn't do anything.
Oh, the Diffusal on the Yules has to phase shift this time again.
Only got 1 charge left.
Yeah.
Diffusal.
Looking for this Illidan PL, but Katzor misses out on the Burrow Strike. Might have to buy back here, and he will do so. Exotic here, no BKB, chase down, there's the Poison Nova. Deafening Glass clears him up. 99 seconds without your Drow Ranger. And Illidan finally snaps. Finally snaps, yes, the Rubik play, the telekinesis out of the coil, but he instantly buys back. Look who has returned, the Phantom Lancer. 84 before the Drow comes back, and Kinguin, they're on the ropes, losing their racks, losing their tier 3s, SFT, Illidan's Phantom Lancer, Thompson, with this Invoker.
They've held out for so long, to be honest.
They did.
Draft strat like this, honestly, I thought this game was over so long ago. It was always going to be such a mountain trying to get high ground. But they were doing it. They were getting this pressure on the map that I just couldn't even see. And it is elimination here, so definitely not expecting an early GG call here. They're going to play this one out. They're going to try and pull a Fnatic. I mean, I know they lost their base race today, if you guys saw it. But they certainly won one the other day from circumstances quite like this. We'll have to see if Kinguin can do something similar here.
That was ridiculous, though.
It really was. It restored my faith in the comebacks of Dota 2, and of course Eternal Envy was there.
Yeah.
So, you never know these days.
Had to be. Well, that's a really nice DD rune at bottom, actually. Especially with the bottom lane being the one that SFT probably just go towards, as it's the simple one, you know, TP back, shove wave with one hero like the PL, then you have the rest of your 4 heroes move into the Radiant jungle and hold there. PL TPs, looks like they'll Shrine first, just to make sure they're all topped up nicely. But they'll likely just make this cut movement down, get some wards maybe aggressively up here. Get that action going in the Radiant jungle. As they've spotted the double damage rune as well. Illidan wanders down. He's actually holding both Aegis and Cheese. That's due to him not having buyback, isn't it? 6 minutes on the cooldown.
I'm down with that, honestly. Invoker, I'm sure, is fine with the situation. And he did go for the Octarine Core, so he was still thinking quite a bit with that item choice. I like that. Just holding all of his money, not committing to anything, seeing how far ahead they can get. Of course, Octarine Core is the next best thing to a refresher when it comes to an Invoker's life. And oh, well, that means that you have a, what's the Tornado now? Sorry here. Oh, he doesn't have the talent yet. My mistake. But it's going to be, what, 4.5 seconds? Is that right? That can't be right.
No, it's like 7.5 with...
No, it's 7. Yeah, it goes down to 7, right?
7, yeah. I don't know why I did the half.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That'd be kind of funny. If you buy the Octarine before, they'll minus off the Octarine cooldown. See? That's how the math should work, guys. If you minus the 18-second now, it's a 4.5-second tornado.
So smart.
Okay. Anyway.
Right. Do or die, as one might say. Long wraparound gank with a smoke, but it's been pinged out. They feel it's coming, the Plague Wards, they see it. There's a big Dream Coil with a combo from the puck. Catching out a couple, nice blast is perfect as well. The Batrider blinks in, the damage to the top, the Drow Ranger, the BKB, laying into the Dire team. They've killed up 2, the Thompson buyback comes in. Illidan stands his ground, they've killed the Drow, no buyback available. That was it It looked good to begin with, but with the Drow Ranger dying now, Illidan has free reign to sprint forward and look for the AA Elasash.
Deny on the tower.
The Lincoln Sphere popped by the first strike of the Rubik, but he's diving into Fountain. The Sunstrike clears up one, and the PL will take the second. Diving Fountain and the buyback to AA. No. You're going to feed another one to Illidan, cleared up inside your base. Towards the back though, Invoker looking for Nisha, the draw the orb away. Oh, are you going to survive this? Yes, you are for now, but you're not.
The funniest thing ever. Look at AA. All right, open up your shop and look where the javelin is. You see what he's trying to do? He's trying to sell all his items to buy a ghost scepter, but he bought a javelin instead.
Oh dear me. Well, good game.
Yeah, at least they were having fun at the end. He denied. All right, Elasash made the best losing the game play ever. Denies the tower, goes into his fountain, buys back, sells his items, and almost buys a ghost scepter. One click off.
Almost.
From there.
Very
well-deserved victory for SFTe.